Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on one thing, single barrels. Best of all, you can try before you buy. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to sign up for their email and text distribution so you know what they have in stock, what classes are coming up, and who from the industry may be coming in to visit. The ABV Barrel Shop. It's where single barrels live. We're also sponsored by the Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers traveling minibars that are no bigger than a small purse or toiletry bag. Best of all, they are fully customizable so you can create the perfect piece that is unique for you. If you own your own business, what a fun and unique way to promote what you do. Check them out online at thebar2go.com. That is the number 2 in the Bar to Go. If you have wholesale questions, call my friend Isabel Clark at 504-481-1297. Finally, we are sponsored by the Neely Family Distillery. NFD is a family-owned business that keeps ringing up awards in the spirits world. Head to Sparta, Kentucky to experience the family history, award-winning spirits, and meet the Neely family. Check them out online at neelyfamilydistillery.com. Now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today on the show, we talk about Christmas-themed releases, or maybe the lack of them. My name is Miss Beka Sue. Please join me in welcoming my co-host, Steve Akeley, as well as our special guests, Von Nieters, Goeken, Darren MacLeod, and Royce Neely.
Hey gang, what's up?
Howdy.
Hello.
Hey, all. Hola.
That intro was well written and well delivered by Beka. Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. I'm going to submit this episode for a Webby, and we haven't even done anything else than done the intro, and it's just that good.
I'm a master of my craft.
Yes. So amazing stuff. So yeah, she's on her toes because Royce is here. He's trying to study what she does, and then he wants to take over. So she's really at the top of her game tonight. Yeah.
Pretty close. I'm close. I'm getting there.
Yeah. So he's learning. So right there, live. So it should be fun. We're going to be talking about Christmas releases, something that I think there's opportunities there. Not a whole lot is done with that. It used to be a big thing back in the day. You look at like when Old Forester would do their yearly release, and we saw Sputnik come out and all those cool decanters and stuff like that. Or I don't know, it just doesn't seem like a whole lot dedicated to the time of the year when people really loosen up the wallets. So it seems like there's some chances there. So we'll get to that. And if we think more should be done or could be done, we'll get to that after the break. For right now, though, Goeken said there's something he wanted to talk about. What is that, sir?
Yeah, I just came off of a trip, a week-long trip, and I'm curious. I drove to South Texas, like 1,150 miles.
Okay.
When you go on a driving trip, are you the type of person that drives 8 hours and spends the night? Or do you power through and drive all through the night and get there in the morning and then stay up the whole rest of the day when you get there?
Okay. Good question. For me, I do like to take a lot of road trips. People know that, but I usually set a time limit, and I like to spend the night. I don't like to drive all night and stuff like that, or just keep going 17 hours from Key West to St. Louis or whatever it is. I don't do that. I stop and spend the night and get up early. I like getting up early, getting on the road, and then going another time. So I usually set up my upper end of the time driving is usually like 12 hours. That's it for me. I can drive 12 hours in a day. I don't want to do any more continuous than that. So that's what I do.
For me, it's anymore. It's 8 to 10 hours. Max, kind of like you, Akeley. But
Right.
before that, with Papaw, you know this, Steve.
Yeah.
He had to be back home that night. So.
Yeah. He doesn't spend the night out. He was never.
No, not at all. So,
How much in his lifetime do you think Papa spent on hotels? In his lifetime. There was never like a destination, like a wedding or something where you had to do it or something like that? Nothing?
No, he just didn't go.
Never spent.
As far as I know, the only person I'm serious, the only person he ever traveled with was me. And the only time he ever flew in his life was to go by that shuttle bus. We flew up into Delaware. We flew to Philadelphia, drove into Delaware, got the shuttle bus, and then drove it back together, him and I.
Yeah.
And so we flew there, got the car, went over and got the shuttle bus, did the negotiation, and then drove it all the way back home to Kentucky without sleeping. That was all one trip.
We're on one trip. You guys went down to Florida one time. How did that work?
No, it was something.
Okay.
We went all the way down there to get a steal and come all the way back.
Just straight driving.
Yeah, just straight driving in that S10.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. That's crazy.
Yep, that was my grandfather.
You got to go to Florida.
Not much room in an S10 to stretch out either.
But now, like when Beka and I go do a lot of our, our stuff on the road now, we stop pay somewhere and then go on. We try to pre-plan a lot.
I think that's the way to do it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely the way to do it.
Well,
especially when I'm going far, far away, I can't
like Eureka,
drive.
that far.
Yeah, Eureka.
Festus.
But like when we'd always take the trips to Yellowstone in college, that we did it like 3 or 4 times. We just all like 3 of us would get in a car and drive to Yellowstone.
College kids, okay, yeah.
But I was like, yeah, we could have driven a lot longer, but I would always have a place to stay that night, and it wasn't too far. But like, if you saw a cool place while you were driving by, you stop there and go get a bite to eat. Or if you saw a hiking place or anything like that, I like that freedom of that. That is the really cool part of being in a car. You can make that a road trip.
You can
and
see
stop
things
in a bunch of different places.
Sure.
See things that you've never seen before. I think if you're like, we just have to drive from A to B for efficiency reasons, I get it. But otherwise, you're missing out. That's part of the fun of going to new places
to explore. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Fair enough.
I like the exploring part.
Fair enough. All right. What about you, Von Nieters?
I'm a little bit of both. So like normally, if it's a long road trip, I just want to get there. I want to drive as long as humanly possible and get there. But I'm also a person that kind of likes to stop and do stuff on the way too. So like we go to Florida every year and stopping in Tennessee and staying there for a night and then hanging out for a day is always fun because there's a lot of stuff to do around like Chattanooga. It's usually a place that it's a good place to stop, and it's like about halfway. Well, not really halfway, but it breaks up the trip pretty good to where it's like one day of driving and then another day of driving.
Right.
So.
Yeah. So the breakup. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Goeken, how about you, man?
Yeah, I'm a road tripper, and I'm in this mode of I've only got so many days that I'm off, and I don't want to spend 2 days there and 2 days back, on the road. So
Yeah.
I am drive straight through.
You're gonna power through.
I'm powering through.
You're getting ready to retire relatively soon, though.
Yes.
Will that change then? Will you then be more lackadaisical about this?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And that's when it changes, is when I have time on both ends. Right now, like we just came from, we went to Texas for the Thanksgiving week holiday. I picked the wife up at school. About
she's 18, folks. So she's she's a senior this year.
Yeah,
she's hoping to finally get out.
Yeah, she's hoping to graduate. So I picked her up at like 10:30, 10:45 in the morning,
Okay.
and we drove to Texas, and I stopped twice for fuel. And that was it. And we got into Texas to my in-laws at about 3:00 in the morning, and we were able to, pull out the
wake them up. Yeah.
Pull the cooler out of the car, walk in the house, flop down on the bed, and sleep for 5 hours, and get up, and then we were ready to go. And coming home, we left 6:00 yesterday morning, and I got in last night at 10:30.
Okay.
Well, with you driving all that time, that's plenty of time for your wife to get her homework done.
Yeah, she gets all of her lesson plans done.
Yeah.
Did
and
you
her
take
homework.
the RV?
No.
Okay, I was like, that's really good time with an RV too.
Yeah, no, I averaged 70 mile an hour for that trip.
Whoa. Wow. Look at him.
Yeah.
Did you listen to the Bourbon Daily at all? Did you listen
all the way down and all the way back.
Man,
I got through probably 35 episodes, maybe.
Okay.
Oh.
Right.
Yeah, I'm all caught up.
A favorite.
His favorite was when he's getting yelled at.
Yeah, the one I'm getting yelled at in. The one where Von Nieters voted against me, tried to kick me out.
He did, huh? Oh, I didn't remember that detail. That's classic.
I'm petitioning to get everybody voted out that voted against me.
Yeah,
that'll go real well for you, Goeken.
Yeah. No.
That was fun. That was fun. So, yes. On that note, guess what, gang? It's time to drink. What is everyone drinking? Let's start with Rebecca. Rebecca, what do you got?
I've got this amazing rye whiskey single barrel from Old Pepper that I picked out, and Steve Akeley was nice enough to send me my own bottle.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, she called me out online. I would believe me. I wasn't planning on giving her one.
And I can't wait to do the next barrel pick now.
Okay. Solid. So I would say solid. I think it could be beat, but we'll see. We'll see. Royce, what do you got?
I guess I'm all just saying this. I might get sued for saying the name, but I have some Leopold Brothers 3-chamber rye whiskey.
Okay.
Big fan of this one.
Okay. Becca has the lead right now. She has the lead. Goeken, you're next.
I have Art of the Spirits, Honor to Serve, in honor of Larry Akeley.
Oh, nice.
The Tokai finished.
Okay. That's our lead right now. That was solid. That was
Larry
solid.
Akeley.
Yep, exactly. Very cool. I'll go next. I've got Buzzard's Roost. I got the collaboration. Speaking of father and son, you got Ethan over there, the master distiller at Buzzard's Roost, collaborated with his own dad, who works at Independent Stave, and they came up with a unique barrel that they used to finish this whiskey. So kind of a cool little collaboration, him and his dad. So I got, and it's signed by Ethan too. So Shot got me this. He stole it from the distillery.
That's the stolen bottle?
It's the stolen bottle. Yeah, the bottle that he had when he walked out without paying was this one. So yes, this actually I may be getting a call about this. It's evidence. So yeah, we'll see. All right, let's see what we got here. Oh,
Good one.
There's the leader, folks. There's
What?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that one definitely took it.
That was a good one.
Yeah. I have the lead. We'll see what happens. Darren, you're next.
I now have the Middle West finish in Calvados cask pumpernickel rye.
Okay, not a lot going on there.
I wasn't expecting it. I had it yesterday. So
Okay. Von Nieters, your last but not least. What do you got there?
I've got a Peerless single barrel rye wedding cake.
Oh, there you go. That was nice, but not enough. Not enough. I take it. So cheers, gang.
cheers.
Cheers.
All right, we'll take a quick break, and then when we come back, we're going to be talking about Christmas-themed releases in bourbon. How come there's not more of them? We'll get to that in just a few. Okay, let's talk about the people that make these shows happen. First up is the Stave and Thief Society. Via their in-person class at Moonshine University in Louisville, Kentucky, the Stave and Thief Society is the place where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge an executive bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my executive bourbon steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Speaking of Executive Bourbon Steward certification, the ABV Barrel Shop in St. Louis, Missouri has developed a unique partnership with the Stave and Thief Society to offer a preparatory class to assist you in getting your Executive Bourbon Steward certification. This prep class costs only $25 and is available to take live or online via Zoom. Graduates of our class receive a coupon code good for 15% off your Executive Bourbon Steward certification held in Louisville, Kentucky. This saves you almost $90. Additionally, you can collaborate with fellow attendees to split travel costs when you go to Louisville. If you're interested in signing up for the class, simply head over to abvbarrelshop.com and check out the classes and events page. Last but not least, we are sponsored by Neely Family Distillery. Royce Neely is the 11th generation distiller in one of America's oldest distilling families. A visit to Neely Family Distillery takes you through family history, where you can see all the artifacts and newspaper clippings through the years from this family that started distilling in America after James Neely arrived from Northern Ireland in 1740. Today, Royce Neely and his team are crafting some of the best spirits in America. Their bourbon and absinthe offerings keep winning top honors in the spirits competitions. Recently, their absinthe made history as the first platinum winner in the absinthe category at the San Francisco Spirits Competition. Neely Family Distillery is definitely a bucket list destination if you are a bourbon fan. Learn more about their spirit offerings, visiting their facility, and the awards they have collected over at NeelyFamilyDistillery.com. And now, back to the show.
Are you starting?
Yeah, of course. This will sound like good conversation for the show.
Jesus.
You're listening to the Bourbon Daily.
Making a damn bumper.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the Bourbon Daily. Today we're talking about the lack of Christmas releases.
Yes, we are. So there's not a whole lot that happens in the world of bourbon when it comes to Christmas. You see, at Maker's Mark, they do a label that it's just regular Maker's Mark. It's anything special or anything like that. But they do kind of a winter theme, actually, because I guess they want to extend the look of it. It's usually got like snow on it and stuff like that. But I would say it falls under a Christmas release. And I don't know a whole lot beyond that. It doesn't seem like anybody really does any sort of special release or anything like that. A lot of them do. I guess their marketing dollars go to those gift packs that you see that kind of stuff out, and there are certainly a lot of those. You buy a regular bottle of Jim Beam, and there's like 2 cheap rocks glasses in there, that type of thing. The only good one to go to is if you get anything from a Dancing Goat Distillery. They actually have like real Glencairns in their gift boxes. Tom Moss has all the money in the world, and he can make a true gift package. But for the most part, it's pretty cheap stuff. But what do you guys think? Are there missed opportunities here, or do you think who cares? And it's just kind of dating the product, and it's a limited window. Why would they want to do something special that is outdated once Christmas is then passed?
I think some distilleries naming single barrel picks with holiday themes in mind.
Sure, Santa's cookies or whatever. Yeah.
Neely Nog, yes, is a great idea. I think the changing of the label and just releasing a special label is kind of silly and dumb. Another one that I know that does it, and I've never picked one up, is Smoke Wagon. They have one for every holiday. They have one for Arbor Day, I'm sure. And
do they for Christmas? I know they do Halloween because they got a couple.
Yeah,
they do glow in the dark.
Sure.
Do they do a Christmas? I don't pay that much attention to them, but they do.
But I've never been compelled to pick it up because it has a Christmas sweater on it, right? Like I don't care about that. But if it has good holiday flavor in a single barrel, heck yeah, name it something seasonally appropriate.
So if Demetrius Kane and Nobleton's came out with one and everything is the same, it's just one of a great barrel pick from him, but it has Santa on it, you wouldn't buy it then, or you would?
Well, no, because I'm not going out of my way to buy something that like just because they changed the label. If I'm going to buy it anyway, like every single Nobleton's product, right? You're not changing anything.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I see what you're saying, Darren.
It was yes, I'm going to buy it no matter what the label looks like.
So
you put a turd on the front of it, and I'll probably still buy it.
Yeah. It's a little bit weird, especially for like big distilleries, because like they have shit tons of money, and so they can do their a special label design for Christmas and stuff. But the problem is when those don't all sell out by Christmas, and then they've got a Christmas sweater sitting on the shelf in July.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And so then it's like, well, that was a waste of our time. Like,
I see
why they're going to gift sets? No. Go ahead.
Yeah, because you can take it out of the gift set then.
Yeah, you can break down the gift set.
Gift sets get broken down after, and they just throw that stuff away. So
some local stores will actually sell the glasses in the back. I don't know if Steve.
They're not supposed to.
They're not supposed to, but they do.
They do.
I know one store that does.
I get it. Yeah, I mean, we don't get those, so we're neutral on this. So we don't get gift packs or anything. So, but it is a special gift too. I mean, I don't know. It seems like you could get interest in there. What if like Wild Turkey was like at Thanksgiving they said, okay, we're going to choose 25 markets, and we're going to release a single barrel, and one store gets to pick it, and it's going to be our Thanksgiving wild turkey release. Those fuckers would sell out like crazy. And it's just, even if it's just regular wild turkey, the people would go crazy for that. Or Beam did it at Christmas. They're like, oh, this bottle actually has Santa on it. We were doing it in 25 markets because there's 25 days in December leading up to Christmas. And, buy one of those. I don't think those would be sitting on the shelf till next July. And it just could be like found money. That's couch cushion money that is just found then, selling 25 barrels instantly. I don't know. Or 50 barrels.
Like Darren said, single barrels are cool. But when you're doing ones that are like a whole huge line of stuff, that's just like that, and they're just sitting on. I mean, I get it. They're sitting on tons of pallets, and like people, they give us as gifts and stuff for Christmas.
Right.
But you just don't know how many you're going to sell, which is a
right.
And
but if you make it special and you make it a single barrel, then all of a sudden you will sell a whole lot more of them.
Yeah.
And if it's a batch product and you have to take away the cost of putting in the new labels and changing everything, like on a production size, like Jim Beam isn't going to release just 200 bottles per state of anything. That's not even within a rounding error for them. So they'd have to make it worth their while to stop production, change over the labels, and make sure that they have enough to cover everything because they're producing all the time.
Now, do you have to get a label approved if it's the same label, but it's just a different background?
Yeah, they'd have to get that approved. Yeah, this is not that big of a deal.
It's kind of like Smoke Wagon every year does. Like they do a Christmas one and a Halloween one, but it's always the regular batch. I feel like if kind of like what Darren was saying, if they did more of like a single barrel or even just a small batch of not so many barrels that's unique and not just their standard product, I think, you'd have more of a market for it.
Right. It'll be interesting to see in Missouri this year because in the past, the distributor that has Maker's Mark has turned down their special holiday label that they do. So we do have a large distillery that does exactly kind of what we're talking about. They do that holiday release. And I saw they took it in this year because I see it on the shelves. It'll be interesting to see, does all that sell out? And what do the stores do that are in January and February still having those labels? Do they have to mark those down, or are they just assuming people will buy in February a holiday-themed Maker's Mark when they need their Maker's Mark? I don't know. Well, this is new for us here in Missouri, so we'll see.
I usually see Makers with like the 375s, like a regular Makers, a cast strength, and a 46, but all 375s in like a gift pack.
They do special holiday gift packs and stuff like that. Yeah, that is true.
Last year, I thought they had the ones in Missouri that had the special like giftable bottles.
Bottles.
They did like the put your name here or whatever.
Yeah.
Like a gift tag.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. Basically.
Yeah. Kinda.
But they also do the sweaters sometime, right? And I think the sweaters is a great way around that because you can just pop the sweater off and it's regular Maker's Mark again.
Uh-huh.
So if you're releasing the same thing, just make it removable.
This is not removable though. So this is
no, that one's not.
So that's an example of their holiday label that they do. And I saw it at a liquor store in Missouri this year. So normally they don't have that, but they do this year. So
that seems lame.
This is the one from this year. This is the one I saw on the shelf. This one here. So that would be this year.
I like the other one better.
So I don't know. We'll see what happens with that stuff. Yeah. Interesting. Is Royce still there? Is he? I can't see. Okay. Would you consider doing like a? See, it's the economies of scale are different from you. You could literally it could potentially make some sense if you did a single barrel pick that had Santa on it, or a sleigh team, or Rudolph, and not Rudolph, you could get sued, but reindeer. You could have reindeer on one. Would you do something like that, or do you think that people would care? I have no idea.
Yes, they would care. And like Neely Nog, for instance, sold out very, very quickly last year.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like really quickly. So, and I'm not gonna I don't know what Beka's got in the plethora of what she has going on right now, but I've moved all of that tasting over to Beka now, so she controls what we're putting out from the Neely side especially for single barrels out the gift shop. So, yes, I would think that something like that would do really well again. And anything we do that's branded, that's smaller and allocated, sells out almost immediately. So I would think so.
Okay.
Do you do any creams, special creams like during holidays?
I used to do them. I did like a gingerbread cookie one year for like a club, the Juice Club of Northern Kentucky.
Did you do peppermint one year?
Peppermint.
We did chocolate peppermint.
Chocolate
We've done pumpkin twice.
But man, I'm telling you, my creams.
We did snickerdoodle.
My orange creamsicle, chocolate truffle, and my bourbon ball, they sell out so fast. I have to continuously make them all the time. And it just isn't worth putting anything else out.
Right.
Buy those over top of the other ones.
You don't have to do anything special for that. You just
we just keep putting them out. And they buy them over the top of the other ones.
Yeah.
Like bourbon ball sells better than any other Christmas thing I could do during that time.
Yeah. People always ask, and then you put it out, and they're like, "It's really good," but I'm like, "I just love the bourbon ball," and it's like, okay, well, that was
a waste of time.
Right. Yeah.
Bourbon ball and August of the next year. So
yeah.
Not bourbon ball, but chocolate peppermint.
Yeah.
Yeah. It, I mean, like Kane, his labels changed a lot, but he's also designing it himself, so you don't have to get anybody else engaged. Lenny could do it; he designs all those labels, but he's bah humbug when it comes to Christmas, so that's not going to happen. Guy hates Christmas, so.
Yeah, mine's definitely not like the label or the label submission or anything like that. That's not really what stops it. It's just the size of the volume to put it out.
Right.
Like to me, if I'm not putting out 500 bottles, it's not worth me doing it.
Okay.
The ROI is not there.
It's just not there. It's just not
500
there.
bottles is about the minimum that it's worth us messing with doing the entire ordeal to get it out there, especially
right.
Themselves.
Printing labels, yeah. Yeah. Lenny famously, when they go to the Christmas tree lot, he waits in the car. At least he's there. I guess in his mind, he's made the effort to be there. He's there. So
I bet he drives them there, and then he eats a tinned fish can while
just
they're
sitting
out
in the
there.
car eating tinned fish. Yeah.
Best place to eat 10 fish is in a car. 100%.
Oh, I think so.
Dude, Lenny is my spirit animal.
He carries that stuff on himself. The other day he was at the barrel shop and he whips out some tinned fish, cracks it open at the tasting bar, and he's drinking whiskey and eating tinned fish. And then he lays it out there. He's got his dirty little fingers in there, pulling this fish out, eating it. And then he's like, anybody else want some? You can just take some. Oh, no, I think I'm going to pass. Yeah. I think I don't necessarily want the fish your fingers have been rooting around in. I believe it or not.
And can you take your sandwich outside because it smells?
That's my spirit animal, man. Lenny gives no fucks.
Yeah, this is true. He does not. So, yeah, he's pretty much got that theme to his life. So
dude,
yeah,
his field of fucks is barren. It's a barren field.
Yeah. He lives the life. I'll tell you. He goes on vacation without his wife. All kinds of crazy stuff. Buys a motorcycle without telling her. Yeah.
He's going up to Maine, Akeley. I mean, honestly, Lenny's living the life.
He is. Lenny's figured it out. The rest of us should be jealous of Lenny.
Got a place up in Maine, place in Colorado. Like he rides motorcycles around. Fucking A.
Oh yeah. I'm like, Lenny, what's going on? And he's like, well, I'm getting ready to go on a 2-week motorcycle trip down to Baja. I'll be out of the pocket for a while. Oh, okay. Well, what about the distilling? The distillery runs itself. It's fine. Okay. Perfect. So, yeah, it's not bad. So, yeah, he's a character. So, I like that guy. All right. Well, there you go. There's a little on Christmas themed. We'll see if there's any more or not. I don't know. I've got an idea with one, so I'm gonna see if I can bring this thing to fruition. So we'll see. I think I could sell a barrel of it, but that's about all I can do. That's all I can do. So there you go. Darren won't buy it though. But
no, a single barrel is different than a batch product. That was my whole point that you just glazed over.
Darren's not going to buy it, but I'll factor Darren out in my potential of selling that one. So I'm still going to be okay. All right, we'll wrap this one up as we always do by talking about where people can find us. Von Nieters, we'll start with you. Where can people find you?
You can find me on Instagram at Von Nieters.
All right, Darren.
You can find me on Instagram at The Bourbon Adventures.
Okay.
You can find me on Facebook at Jim Goeken.
Royce.
On Facebook and Instagram at Neely Family Distillery or at NeelyFamilyDistillery.com.
Miss Beka Sue.
You can find me on Twitter or on Instagram at Miss Beka Sue, 1K, no C's.
All right, for me, I'm an easy guy to find. I'm at Steve Akeley, Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. I've got a website, steveakeley.com. We also got a company website. That thing's abvnetwork.com. Check it out. Everything that we do is out there. Previous shows, blogs, so much more, abvnetwork.com. Come by and see me, the ABV Barrel Shop. We got so much stuff going on. Always fun activities, always new whiskey coming in, always cool people hanging out there. So we are online, abvbarrelshop.com. Miss Beka Sue, anything else to say before we get out of here?
I'd just like to remind the audience to please give us a 5-star review that includes comments. It helps new people find the show, which is very important to us. If you like what we're doing, we ask you if you please visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/the ABV Network.
Great job today, gang. Farnets, we'll have a brand new show for you tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Until then, take care, everybody. See ya.
Bye.
Adios.
Peace. Before we let you go, let's talk about one last thing. The ABV Barrel Shop in the St. Louis community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on a couple of things. First of all, single barrels. We are the place where single barrels live. We go to distilleries, taste through the whiskey, select the best barrel, and have it shipped to our store where we present it to you, our customers, by allowing you to try before you buy. We're also known for the classes that we have in our education center in the store, as well as the events we have with industry professionals from the bourbon business. If you are in the St. Louis area, please come by and visit us at 6 Fox Valley Center in Arnold, Missouri. Or at a minimum, at least sign up for our email and text distribution so you know exactly what's going on in our shop over at abvbarrelshop.com. This is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network, signing off. We thank you for listening to our programming and truly appreciate your support.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.